one hand playing in my hair. I've been her daughter since I was 4. I'll remind you of this the next time you tell me you're too clumsy to weave, Hercules says. I slop some meat into the bowl she's given us, spattering droplets of blood onto my dress. Filthy child, she says. Who's going to want to marry you? One of my students, Daddy says promptly. When the time comes, there won't be a problem. From all over the world, students come to Daddy's school here in Athens, the Lyceum. Kings send their sons. Our own Alexander belonged to Daddy once. Some of them are wealthy enough to please even Hercules. They will see my worth, Daddy says. What is her worth, exactly? Hercules is irritable now. Carelessly, I've spattered blood on the lamb's wool, which she wants for a tunic. She calls for water to soak it. Nico sighs dramatically in his sleep, flinging out a pudgy arm. Daddy sits back on his heels, considering the question. I make a face at Hercules, who makes one back. She tucks Nico's arm in, and he sighs again more quietly. It's interesting. Daddy looks at Nico. The face of a child reflects the face of both parents. Perhaps the mind works similarly. If both parents are clever, the offspring, Hercules harumphs. Then too a philosopher might encourage her interests. Hercules yawns. Or not suppress them at any rate. I'm not getting married, I say. Usually I'm content to listen to their conversations, but this one is irresistible. Of course not, chickpea, Hercules says immediately. You're still my baby. Not for a long, long time, Daddy adds. They think I'm scared and want to comfort me. Years and years. Girls marry much too young these days. We should emulate the Spartans. 17, 18 summers. The body must finish developing. I'm not getting married, I say again happily. May I keep the skull? We'll boil it clean, Daddy says. What will you do instead, then? Be a teacher, like you. Gravely, Daddy and Hercules agree this is an excellent ambition. Tycho, our big slave, brings the bowl of water Hercules called for. I smile at him and he nods. He's my favorite. Last summer, he taught me to suck mussels right from their shells, but Hercules reproved him. He understood. Little girls reach an age where familiarity with slaves must end. She hadn't been unkind. She'd been a servant herself until Daddy chose her after my mother died. She was harshest with me, about my manners and appearance and behavior, and that was because she loved me so much. I remember the feel of the mussels, plump and wet, and the salt tang. I sneak a lick of lamb's blood. It's still warm. Daddy took the whole day away from his school for you, Hercules tells me later that afternoon, hacking with less precision at the parts we brought to her kitchen. She isn't displeased, though. We'll have a feast tonight and soup for days. You'll be keeping the bones, I suppose? Bones are an excellent puzzle, Daddy says. I can apply myself to them and not get bored for weeks. Daddy knows I get bored. Hercules knows too, but her solutions are less interesting. Embroidery. Crafts. At bedtime, Daddy comes to tuck me in. All right, pet? He asks. I ask him if we can do a bird next. Of course. He sits down next to me. A pigeon. And a bream. A cuttlefish. A snake. Oh, a snake, Daddy says. I'd love to do a snake. Did you know in Persia they have snakes as thick as a man's leg? On land or in the water? We chat until Hercules puts her head around the doorframe and tells Daddy I need my beauty sleep. Why? I say. Daddy and Hercules laugh. At the door he hesitates. What we did today, he says. Even if you were allowed, the sanctuary isn't the place for that. You understand? Why? His lips quirk. Why do you think? I close my eyes and see the temple. The hush and the gloom and the long shafts of light with the dust motes turning in them.